Well, England has defeated Senegal to progress to the next step in the World Cup. Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson opens the scoring, but two more goals from his teammates drove the Three Lions home to a 3-0 win, paving the way for a cross-channel showdown with France in the quarter-finals. Let's cross live to Qatar and speak to France 24's Simon Harding, who was watching that match for us. Simon, the Lions of Teranga burst out of the gate, but ultimately it was the Three Lions who roared loudest.
That's a perfect summary, really. England survived some nervy moments at the start of the first half, embodied really by Boulaye Diaz. A huge opportunity denied by Jordan Pickford, but as soon as England accelerated the game and played with a little bit of verticality, that's when you saw the difference in class between both teams. A first goal for Jordan Henderson, who was perfectly assisted on the side there. Absolutely fantastic strike before Jude Bellingham, who was once again the star of the show, picked Phil Foden to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane, who put in his first goal of the tournament, his 7th at a World Cup, his 11th with World Cup and Euros combined, which makes him England's highest goal scorer in major tournaments, surpassing Gary Lineker. So in very good company there, Harry Kane. England, who were able to add a third in the second half through Bukayo Saka, and then it was in cruise control for Gareth Southgate's men. A very convincing performance. Southgate was also able to rotate his squad a little bit, and it was a convincing victory, which England needed. The stats speak for themselves. 12 goals scored, just 2 conceded, and clean sheets in the last 3 games. So a very positive result for the English, but it doesn't get any easier from now on, does it? It's the defending champions and France up next.
Well, I imagine there's going to be a good mood in my hometown of Sunderland tonight. Pickford and Henderson, 2 local boys doing well for themselves today. Well, that England win paving the way for, as you said, for some divided loyalties here in the France 24 newsroom. France taking on England in the quarterfinals.
Yes, I was just about to say that. You've stolen my line there, Fraser. But yes, an absolutely massive game between England and France in the World Cup. The two teams haven't played in an official competition since the Euros in 2012, which ended in a 1-1 draw. The last time they played each other in the World Cup was all the way back in 1982 in the World Cup in Spain, which on that occasion England won 3-1. But it is difficult to see how England can start the games as favourites. France are embodied by, of course, the magical Kylian Mbappe, who is the top scorer at the tournament and who will be pushing very hard. It's always a crunch match. Two teams who are the best of friends and the worst of enemies when it happens in a sport. And certainly in this game, it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. France do start that one as favourites. England are going to have to start the match a lot faster than they did against Senegal. They were a little bit sloppy at times, a little bit anxious on the ball, and you could see that. And against a team with France's quality and with the speed of Kylian Mbappe at the front of the pitch, those kind of mistakes will be punished. But there's a lot of time to go until Saturday. Let's see what happens. But it will certainly be the pick of the quarterfinals.
It's going to be an interesting Saturday. I might have to call in sick for that one. Simon, thank you so much for joining us there from Qatar.